The better you get at piano, the more important your technique is. When it comes to playing songs like this, or like this, your technique will be the deciding factor if you're going to sound like a pro or an amateur. So today I want to show you a few concepts to improve your technique. Some of these things you may already be doing by nature. I know for me there are many things that just came naturally to me and some things that didn't. So just take note for yourself, see what concepts you need to work on and what concepts come naturally. So let's start with your hands. The most basic thing that everyone learns in the beginning is that your fingers should be curved. They shouldn't be flat like this, and that you should be playing with the tips of your fingers. But I want to go a step deeper and talk about how you press the keys. If you're playing an exercise or a fast song, let's say arpeggios, a lot of songs include arpeggios in it, so this is like an amazing exercise to do. It's important to keep your hand very relaxed when you do these kind of exercises or play these songs. Now, this may sound like a contradiction because you're moving your hands fast, you're straining your muscles, so how are you supposed to be relaxed doing that? And the answer is, doing these arpeggios is much easier than you actually think. It does not take that much effort from your fingers to move fast and to press the keys. You could press the keys in two ways. The first way is playing the notes with your fingers. The second way is using your arm weight to press the keys. The first time I pressed the chord, my fingers were really relying on the muscles of my fingers and my hand was pretty tense. The second time I pressed the chord, my hands were super relaxed and I just let the weight of my hand press the keys. It's sort of just like dropping my hands on the keys but keeping my fingers curved. So when you're doing arpeggios, if you keep your hand relaxed, you could play it much faster and way easier. So keep in mind that when you play piano, your fingers should be almost weightless. It shouldn't be strained at all. It should be very relaxed. The second concept is using your upper body to help express yourself. So I'm going to play a song and you're going to see that I move my body forwards to express more emotions, and that's not because I'm really feeling it, which I definitely am, but it's also helping me translate what I feel to what I play. So as you can see, I'm playing the song with a lot of emotion, a lot of passion, and I'm moving my upper body to help me express that and to communicate with my hands that this is how it should feel. Some pianists are very dramatic and they go all the way down, all the way up to the side, whatever it is, but it's because it helps them translate the emotion that they want to express to their fingers. The next concept involves the wrist. Now, not only does your hands and fingers need to be relaxed, your wrist is part of that too. And when you play, there needs to be movement in the wrist. The wrist shouldn't be completely straight. So for example, again, I'll just play arpeggios because you can apply arpeggios to basically any song. There's going to be movement in my wrist. I'm going to be moving from the first note to the last note. And watch this. This helps with playing faster, feeling more relaxed, and not straining your hands as much. If your wrist was completely straight, it's using the forearm muscle a lot more and it will be way more tiring. The last concept I want to talk about is also involving movement, but not just your wrist, also your fingers. I'm learning a song called Moonlight Sonata, the third movement, and in order to play this, you have to have really good technique. So what I'm playing here is a C sharp minor chord. And I'm playing all the inversions of it. So I'm playing the root, now the first, and now the second inversion, and back to the root. So in order to do this fast, you have to keep your fingers very, very close to each other. So even though the chord is stretched out, you have to stretch out your fingers. Your hand should be in this position where it's close to each other so that there's not that much space for error. So I'll play the first one. You can't really see my thumb from this angle, but my thumb travels from this note to the C sharp. And that helps my thumb be ready to play the C sharp for the next arpeggio. So I'm able to play the song pretty fast because my hands are in the right position. They're not stretched out. And it's saving me that little millisecond that makes a huge, huge difference. So when you play songs, try to think about where your hands are and where your fingers are and if that's the most efficient way to play the song. So I'm keeping this video short, but I'm going to release videos in the future talking about each concept and going in depth, showing you more examples, making it more clear. But I hope this video helped, and if there's any technique that you think you want to look into more, you can. There's so many videos on YouTube, and I'll be releasing my own, so I hope it's going to be helpful. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I post videos just like this, more in-depth stuff, and also piano originals and covers. So if you're into any of those things, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.